Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn about velocity triangle. These velocity triangles are very much important from the perspective that we are learning about the hydraulic turbines, and we will need the knowledge of these velocity triangles in those parts. So this velocity triangles is already been taken in impact of jet, but today I am going to explain it again so that we can use that so as to analyze the hydraulic turbines again. For that purpose I am going to consider one generalized case from the impact of jet, which is force exerted by jet of water on an unsymmetrical moving curved plate when jet strikes tangentially at one of the tips. Now this is the case, that means we are going to consider unsymmetrical moving curved plate. So for that purpose I am considering one curved plate which is moving in this forward direction with the velocity of small u. You may consider that velocity as small u1 also, which is written here. Velocity of plate or vane at the inlet. Now we'll consider one jet which is striking this plate tangentially. Okay, jet strikes tangentially at one of its tips. So in this case I am going to consider this as the inlet and this as the outlet when jet is striking this plate tangentially. So let us try and draw the jet. Suppose this is a random point which I have considered. Suppose this is point A. Now from that point A, a jet is striking this curved plate at this particular point. So this jet is having the velocity of v1, which is written here. Velocity of jet at the inlet is v1. We are considering this as the inlet. Now we will consider that this velocity vector v1, it is having certain magnitude and direction. So its direction is in this direction. It is inclined at angle of suppose theta with the horizontal. Okay, suppose its angle of inclination is beta. Let us consider that angle as beta. We may consider that angle as per the different reference books. So for time being I am going to consider that angle as the alpha, angle alpha. Okay, so now we are going to consider u1. u1 is the velocity of this plate which is moving in forward direction. So I am going to consider up to this point. Suppose this magnitude is u1 and it is in forward direction. So this is the point. Suppose I'll name that point as point C and this point as point B, so as to understand the different things. So this is the velocity vector which is representing the velocity of this moving plate, and this is the velocity vector which is representing the velocity of jet. Okay, so v1 and small u1. Now when this jet strikes this moving plate, there will be certain relative velocity. So we are going to represent that relative velocity by VR1. We can find out that VR1 if we connect this point B with the C. So this will be the direction of VR1. VR1 represents the relative velocity of jet when it strikes the plate. Okay. Now next thing, the inclination of this relative velocity with the direction of motion, again it is certain angle, and I am going to consider that angle as angle theta. Okay, so this angle is theta. Now so as to understand the different concepts, we have to find out the component of this velocity vector capital V1 in the direction of motion, that means horizontal direction, and to the direction of perpendicular to the motion, that means vertical direction. So we'll try to find out those velocity components. Now the velocity component in the direction of the motion, we can represent that by some particular line up to this point B. So if we connect these 2 points, so this portion, this much portion is represented by that velocity vector, and we can denote that by VW1. VW1 stands for the velocity component in the direction of motion. VW1 is also called as velocity of whirl at the inlet, and we have represented that by VW1. Now vertical component, this component, so we can represent that by VF1. VF1 stands for velocity of flow, velocity of flow at the inlet, or we can consider this as the velocity component of V1 in the perpendicular direction to the motion. So direction of motion is this rightward, so this will be the perpendicular direction. So this will give this as name D. So this triangle ABD, This represents the velocity triangle at the inlet. Likewise, we can find out the velocity triangle at the outlet also. We are considering this as the outlet. Okay. Now, this jet is striking with certain relative velocity Vr1 at the inlet. Now, we are going to consider that there is no loss of energy, so this jet will glide over this surface and it will come out in this direction again tangentially, but with certain relative velocity at the outlet. So I am going to consider that relative velocity as Vr2 now. Okay. Suppose this is Vr2, relative velocity at the outlet. Okay. Now when we consider its inclination with the horizontal, then again it will be inclined at certain angle, and I am going to consider that angle as angle phi. Okay. So we will again give name at the various points. Suppose this is E and this is point G. Okay. So this angle is phi. Inclination of Vr2 with the direction of motion. So this can be seen here. So this angle is phi. Now at the outlet, again this moving plate is having certain velocity, so we'll consider that the velocity is up to this point represented by certain vector, and that vector is now u2. Small u2 stands for velocity of plate at the outlet. Now I'll give this point again as name f. Now if I join point f and E, if we join these 2 points, then I can get the value of vector as v2. v2 stands for velocity of jet at the outlet. Now to find out its velocity component in the direction of motion and in the direction perpendicular to motion, we'll again draw certain lines, either perpendicular and parallel to that particular point. So this point, this will represent vf2. vf2 stands for velocity of flow at the outlet. Suppose this is point H, and this much, this represents VW2. VW2 stands for velocity of wall at the outlet, and this is U2 up to this point F. So in this way we have constructed again one triangle GHE. GHE is the velocity triangle at the outlet of the curved plate. Now this is one generalized situation where we have considered one curved plate which is moving with certain velocity u or u1. Okay. Now in this triangle again there are certain angles. This is angle phi, which is made by Vr2 with the direction of motion. Again this V2 also makes certain angle with the direction of motion. So as there is no space here, I will write this angle here. So that angle is beta. Beta is the angle made by V2 with the direction of motion of vane at the outlet. Likewise phi is the angle made by Vr2 with the direction of motion of vane at the outlet. Okay. So likewise we can construct the velocity triangle at the inlet as well as at the outlet of any curved plate. If we change the conditions for this beta, then we can have various cases which are nothing but the cases which are applicable in case of different types of turbines. So this is very much important. This is the basis for which we will require when we are trying to learn about the hydraulic turbines. Okay, so we have to just modify the condition of beta and we can apply this same concept in case of different types of turbines where we need to construct the velocity triangles at the inlet and outlet of the vanes or buckets. Okay, thank you.